I've been wanting to start a business for a while, but I don't know what idea to pursue. How do you choose what business you get into? Well, if you're Nick, you just say, yep, I'll do that one.
Yeah.
And then I'll do the next one too. Well, no, but seriously, how do you choose? How do you assess opportunities, I think, is the question.
I feel like whether you're just starting into business is a little bit of a different spin because you actually don't know what you're good at.
He said, I've been wanting to start a business for a while.
Yeah, I'm saying, okay, if I want to start a business, what is the thing that I know I'm pretty good at? Or what is the thing that I have a severe interest in?
Mm-hmm.
Because any business you do, there's a lot of stuff that you don't really want to do, but you have to do to make sure that the business works. And I think that's like being on the other side of doing many things. Mm-hmm. I'm glad I only did one thing really well for as long as I could. Just run ads. I didn't want to deal about anything else. I just ran ads.
Yeah.
You handling all the things for the thing. I don't know. You guys, obviously your launch story is like super unique, but like now you being in a position where like you have to do everything. What would you say to a first time founder or first time like pre-interest of business?
Yeah, that was tough because I always thought I could start my own thing, but I never rushed it in a sense. It was like I worked in the agency life. I worked as a marketing director. I worked as a VP of marketing, various roles in marketing to the point where it was like, all right, at 35 years old, so doing that from like 22 to 35, I was like, I think I have enough reps that opportunity is going to meet experience, but I never rushed it. Like there was never like, this guy sounds like I've been wanting to start a business. So give me the idea or give me the way to find my idea. Mine was just like opportunity met preparation, kind of cheesy to say, but it is like what happened. And it was with like being in marketing for so long and then becoming a dad and then realizing like, all this stuff in the dad space is like stuff I don't want to wear apparel wise. And I was like, I think I could make something that I would want to wear and EJ and Grant would want to wear and like you and millennial dads, you know, and then I was like, so let's try to make it. Like that was the approach. And he did. And I was passionate about being a father. Like when you first become a dad, it's like your new identity. You drop off, you know, Nick, the guy without kids, because he doesn't exist anymore
at all.
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah. And so it was just like, okay, I've done this enough to like, I think you have to respect yourself enough to be like, I've been doing this for so long that now I can take that leap. Or if I can't, then like, I'm not that good at this, you know?
And I mean, I shouldn't do it. But you said you were marketing all the way up. So I think this is the key here is, you have to be in the ability to like sell or market or understand the two and the impact that those have. And then you can kind of jump into things because dude, if I'm talking like, where's the first place I'm going to start? And I don't know what I want to do, but I know I want to be in business. Probably going to work for an agency.
What I was going to say is if somebody brought you back to age 21 or 22 and you didn't and you weren't a soccer player. And you weren't whatever you were doing at 21 or 22.
No, what were you doing?
Nothing. School?
Bart didn't exist.
Washington State University.
Bart didn't exist.
Sorry for what? It's the best time of my life.
Bart didn't exist at that age, dude. Bart just appeared out of nowhere 4 years ago. Did you notice that?
I did, yeah. Bart.
Yeah, I've never heard.
I'm not going to be, but I'm Bart.
Yeah, Bart. Yeah. But if somebody brought you back to that,
we got an X account a few years.
Bart's like, I've been in the industry for 12 years, and I'm like, how have we not heard of you?
He's like, I just like didn't want to yap, and I'm yapping.
Now I'm yapping.
This is the benefit of yapping. You just like figure out friends.
Sorry. Yeah. But if somebody brought you back to that age, and it was like, I mean, when I was that age, the only thing I wanted to do was go to the Olympics, right? But if it was like, oh, the only thing I want to do is like be an entrepreneur, I wouldn't have been going and working for other people, I don't think. Do you know what I mean? And I think that I might have been unclear on like why I wanted to be an entrepreneur. What like all of that stuff is like maybe stuff you learn as you go. And I guess I'm assuming this person's younger that's asking us, so maybe they aren't. But if somebody brought you back to that age, like what would you?
I would even then, I'd still probably go work for marketing. It was soccer. It was you're the only thing Olympics. I'm the only thing in sports.
You know,
I'm like, this is all I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. And I go, wait. I'm not going to make any money at all, dude, being an athlete. Oh, let's say like you're the top tier. Yeah. And so like the next fastest thing is like kind of like I knew about some stuff online. I knew about these things that you can make with make money from home, mailbox money.
Make that mailbox money.
Yeah.
Make money while you sleep. Don't trade your time for money. Yeah.
No, trade others.
Trade others time
for money. That's what I was on. Dude, this is I went the agency route because it was the fastest way to make money and like be very thoughtful and be creative. And I was like, wow. But it was never to be an entrepreneur.
Did you go work for an agency?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I sort of this day, I don't think I would. This is why I'm not the CEO of any of these companies.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not an entrepreneur, start a business kind of guy. It's like I'm really good at growing the thing.
Yeah.
And being involved in it and getting team. So I want to believe more in the other person that wants to be that CEO.
Yeah.
That's it.
Some people are also like, you asked about
years to find out.
Yeah. But like the 22-year-old question, like I had a bunch of friends going from college straight into, DocuSign or Amazon or Microsoft and like, not cookie cutter paths, but like instantly like, all right, I majored in like business admin and then I'm going to just jump into these like jobs in Seattle, corporate jobs. Yeah. And then my whole outlook on it was like, I've been super into like streetwear and hip hop and like sports and everything since I could remember. And so I was like, I want to work for a company that like is doing this, like in apparel. My first job was a streetwear brand and I was getting paid $300 a month out of college. And my parents were like, the hell are you doing?
$300 a month.
I'm blessed to have like my parents help with college. And they're like, what did we do? But my mentality was like, I'm going to throw myself either at an agency or a early brand to learn everything within that business.
Yes, dude.
Because if you can like, say, no disrespect to anybody that wants to go get the corporate Amazon job right out of college, but like you're going to get put in a department, you're going to get put into specifics and you're not going to hear anything else. Whereas like if you can throw yourself into a business early on and help build that company, then you're just going to learn everything from like manufacturing to ops to marketing to sales to design, creative, all that stuff at once.
Yeah.
So I did that. It was a little scary because I was like, I have no money, $300 a month, like
low overhead though.
Nothing. I still lived at home with my parents. And then I just leaned into that though. I was like, I'm either going to earn or learn. And I was like, I'd rather learn a lot more right now. And then, move out at like 26.
Yeah. Okay, so if I'm going to distill it, I think the thing that you guys both are saying is that if I was like, oh, I want to start a business, I don't know which business to start, you guys would be like, well, I would just go work for somebody to build the skills that it's going to take to start whatever business later.
The first thing you need is financial stability. Like you need to be covered there before you even think about what you really want to be good at.
I think if it's a young person, I guess now I'm realizing like this could be somebody who's older and like has a family and stuff like that. So I think if it's like someone who's young and they're like, I want to start a business, what's the right opportunity here? I think you got to come past path number one is like you said, like just go get a job somewhere where you're going to work with people who are more in the start phase.
Yeah.
So that's the network you'll build and that's the skill that you'll build. Right. So that's good. I like that. Or start something that from a fulfillment standpoint is very easy to understand and build the skill of getting customers. So like I literally might start a poop scooping business or something like that and just go door knock or just run Facebook ads locally for that or something like build the muscle of getting customers so that you're comfortable with that. But then make the product or thing you're selling very easy to understand and easy to fulfill. Like anybody can detail cars, anybody can go pick up poop, anybody like not as much as it's like a lot of people are like, well, no, so shouldn't you start something with AI or whatever? I'm like, I don't know that I'd want to be building AI skills and also building the skill of getting customers and doing sales. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed. Yeah.
So I think I'd want to build the skill of getting customers and getting sales. So I'd either go work for a company that does that with like earlier stage companies, or I would start a business where it's like, oh, the fulfillment's very easy. Like I know how to wash windows.
I think to your response earlier is like, this guy's probably passionate about something. Right.
Yeah.
And what is it? And then like, what is he pretty good at? Like if you can marry those two, I think you can think of your business. Yeah, so like
it's a good frame.
For me, I'm like been in marketing. I think I'm okay at it. And then I enjoy apparel and I'm a brand new dad and I'm noticing a gap in the space. Like that's literally the formula for me. That's what happened for us. And it was like, so I was just like, all right, I'm good at marketing. Here's a gap. I think I could do that. And then that developed into starting a business. And I think this guy probably has at least one thing that he's like super interested in, or has a hobby around, or is just passionate about. And then he's probably good at either sales, marketing, ops, or something else.
So that was what I was going to say. If you're older, then you have some skills that you've built.
Yeah.
And those skills have to apply to one side of either fulfilling or getting customers, right? So either supplying or getting demand. So if you're an accountant or something like that, then you're going to have to probably sell accounting services, or you're going to have to, because you already know.
Or be a private CPA for brands.
Yeah.
You're still selling services.
Yeah. You're going to have to sell something that you know how to fulfill, so that you can focus your learning on like getting customers for the business. Or if you know how to get customers like you did, that's the skill you had, then you're like, okay, now I'm going to figure out how to like go source these hats, how to put the designs on them. Like you're going to figure out a whole bunch of them. That's the side you're going to learn, and so you can apply. So that's, I think, the main thing. Even if you're older, it's like you got to apply your skills and background to one part of it. Mm-hmm. I also know a guy who worked at a corporate, like not Amazon, but something like that. And, he was able to launch his brand really easily because he had all these inroads to major retailers.
Yeah.
He had worked at that, and so it's like he launched like a cookware brand into major retail because he'd been a buyer. He'd been a buyer at a major retailer for like a lot of years and had just knew all of the buyers, and so
let's be careful.
You got to use your background on one side of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either the supplier or the
that's your leverage.
Yeah.
One of your leverage points.
So then if you don't have a background, if you're young, you don't have a background, then one side's got to be just very easy. Solved. There you go. All your problems are solved.
Life.
Yeah. Life.